Hi, I'm Deb Pervin, and I am going to give you 3 reasons why you should take the Introduction to Financial Fundamentals. Even if you've been through Goldman Sachs, even if you have an MBA, none of those prepare you for being a business owner and understanding your financials. As a matter of fact, 82% of business owners fail because they don't understand their numbers. Name one business decision that you've made that does not include money, not impacted by money. It doesn't exist. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons. The first is so you can make better financial decisions. Now, I'm going to assume that you're a successful business owner already, but you are operating blindfolded if you are not using numbers to make your decisions. Think how much more information you can have once you understand them. Here are some of the questions that you will get confidence in making decisions about. Can I afford to hire some new people? Which of my clients are most profitable? How do I manage my cash flow so I'm not panicked about making payroll? These are all questions that we're going to answer in our fundamentals class. So the second reason is that most business owners I work with think that their accountants are going to help them understand this. And that is not the case. Accountants do accounting, but what we're talking about, understanding financials, is finance. And here I'm going to explain the difference. So accountants are stuck using generally accepted accounting principles. They are stuck using GAAP. And that's so all accounting looks the same. Any accountant can pick up numbers and understand them because there are rules around how to put together accounting financial statements. Important rules. But GAAP does not help business owners interpret or understand the results. So that's what we're going to do. Accounting is all about posting the transactions, telling what happened, putting them in the right line items, using actual numbers. It's about history. And the more detail oriented it is, the better accounting you're going to have. But that makes it very complicated because what finance does is we take these numbers and we interpret the results. And then we say, what might happen? How do we impact these numbers to have better results, more profitable results? We look at projections and forecasts and trends, and we project and think about the future. That's what we're going to do, or we're going to start learning how to do in financial fundamentals. What separates the expert from a normal accountant is the ability to make simple things utterly incomprehensible. We are going to sort through your accounting and simplify it so you can understand and make good decisions based on those numbers. The third thing is all about your customer profitability. And if you don't understand your numbers, you're never going to be able to get the most margin out of your customers. And here's why. This is a whale chart. And if you look at the blue dots, each dot stands for a customer for a New York Stock Exchange company. This is from a Harvard Business Review way back when. And each dot is the profitability of your top 20 customers. And then the pink dots, those are cumulative. So if you look at the pink dots and you say, wow, this company had a 40% gross margin, that's fantastic. Isn't that wonderful? But when you look at the individual ones, 20% of those customers are not profitable. That means you're paying them to be customers. Now, the good news, 25% are profitable. So you have 5 customers out of 20 that are very profitable. That's a good thing. But here's the scary thing. 55% are at break even. So if you can understand which are the unprofitable, get rid of them or bump them up, you are going to just automatically improve your profitability and the success of your business. Now, I always tell my clients, let's look at these break-even people and find ways to increase their profit margin, make them more profitable, And I hear, well, I can't do that because I can't raise prices. Now, I'm not suggesting just raising prices. There are lots of different strategies we can use, but you have 25% of your customers pay you a lot more, are a lot more profitable. So let's look at those and figure out why and how we can make those same strategies work for this unprofitable or break-even group. So that's what we're going to do. Everyone agrees on the numbers, but no one knows what they mean. This is not something to be embarrassed about. It is so true, and attending this class will take you a step closer. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get it all, but this is the best place to just start simplifying those numbers and making sure you understand them. We are going to be in summer school, okay? We're going to be relaxed. We're going to be comfortable asking a lot of questions. We're going to want to get some glimmers of how this is going to help us run better companies in a very relaxed, laid-back atmosphere. So here's the curriculum. You're now listening to our financial fundamentals. We're going to do your income statement, your balance sheet, and your cash flow. Those are your three major financial statements. Then we're going to look at your ratios, your budget, and your financial models, your projection models, and set some KPIs, both lagging and leading indicators. We're going to talk about some banking metrics, where some additional ratios, and then we're going to summarize it and look at what you should be doing every month. Now, the class will be on Zoom. We're going to talk, I'll talk for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then we'll have 20 minutes or so of questions and answers. I will post the recordings on our community, and I will have office hours every week for an hour. So practice what you learned and then come talk to us. Everything that is available, I'm here for you to understand. And the templates, the special system that I've put together that companies have worked with for 20 plus years successfully, those will all be available to you. I call it the BOMBA Financial Framework. I call it the BFF because it really will be your best friend once you understand the importance of the information that you're going to get, and now how much easier it is to make good financial decisions. Now, you don't have to take my class. You can go buy this from Harvard Business Review. 5 sets, a set of 5 books, so that you can understand your finances. And I've read these books, and I don't even understand what they say because they're not made for business owners. They're made for managers and Fortune 100 companies and very specific kinds of people who are not needing the kind of information that you need. So how do I know this? A bit about myself. I skied on the U.S. ski team, then went to Dartmouth and Harvard, and I have grown 2 businesses from scratch to $100 million. The last one being a ski area, which, though it was $100 million, it was actually 7 small businesses all combined. The ski area, the golf course, the homeowners association with our condos, the hotel, the sewer and water plant. All of those had to be run separately with different people. And I learned a lot about managing businesses. Now I teach the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Finance classes for the last 10 years when I'm not working on BOMBA. BOMBA is mostly masterminds, groups of 10 who go through a 1-year program using some of the information in the financial fundamentals, though we go a little deeper. That's one track. The second track is a curriculum of MBA materials specifically designed for businesses that want to scale. And when I'm not teaching, or even when I am teaching, sometimes I do it from my sailboat as I have partially retired. This is my give back to all of the business owners that I'd love to see be successful. So I would love to have you join us. Here is the URL. It's bomba.businessownersmba.com/checkout/financial fundamentals. I will see you on Tuesday, June 18th at 2 o'clock. If you have questions, you want to talk to me about, is this good for you? I am more than happy. Here's my email and my phone number. Text me. I look forward to working with you. Bye-bye.